Intended, but do you feel the same? Lovers, late at night, I will be right here too. Out of sight, love is under.
What's good? It's your girl Imani P from the DMV. You already know I'm RB. And welcome to my channel, Imani Versus, where I talk about music, culture, and more. So today I'm going to do my makeup again, and I want to talk about the women in hip hop that help make these male hip hop rappers more popular, because of a lot of people like the woman and they like their relationship. And I have a few examples as to how this has happened. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through a timeline, the album sales, whoop de whoop whoop, bop 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 bop, and then I'm gonna synopsis it at the end. So we have a few couples. So we're gonna do Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill. We're gonna do Jayda Wayda and Lil Baby. We're gonna do Ari, what's her name? The big-headed Ari and G Herbo. I'm about to say Ari Lennox. And then we're gonna do Lil Durk and India, and how each of those women really helped the man's rap career either get started or made them more popular. And then you can argue with me at the end to see if that's true or not. Okay. So let's get started with Meek Mill and Onika Tanya Mirage. They was together for about 2 years, from 2015 to 2017. They first interacted on Twitter in 2009. I'm not sure if they met prior. They probably have, I think they did. And if you don't know who Nicki Minaj is as well, she is a Trinidadian rapper, singer, and songwriter from St. James, Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. And Meek Mill is an American rapper from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I forgot supposed to be doing my makeup. Bada boop. Bop. Big purr. Okay. So allegedly, not sure if this is true or not, because they got together like soon after Nicki Minaj broke up with Safari, who's an American rapper from, I think, Queens. I'm not sure where he's from. He's just a Jamaican man. He's annoying. Anyway. So allegedly, Meek Mill had been crushing on Nicki Minaj even when she was dating Safari, Jamaican American rapper. But in 2018, they started showing up in some IG photos together, Nicki and Meek. This is after Safari and her broke up, argued online, wooty woo woo. I wrote your lyrics. We don't know if that's true or not, but that's what we keep saying. I wrote your lyrics. I wrote all of Pink Friday. I'm sorry, not 2018, 2013, y'all, because they was together in like 2015, 2017. So in 2013, they started showing up in IG photos together. In 2014, Nicki and Safari broke up. And some people think Nicki was creeping on a low. We'll never know. She'll never tell. Meek will never tell. Yeah. Meek Mill was also in prison at this point, and Nicki Minaj was allegedly visiting him. And he was later released. I don't know what he was in prison for. I think it has something to do with violating probation and his gun issues. So they kept it on the low for a while. The rumors were running rampant, but in 2015, Meek confirmed the rumors that they were finally dating at his concert of 20,000 people. There's gonna be a lot of numbers in this. I don't care about numbers like that, but to prove my point, there'll be a lot of numbers being said. So even around this time, there was rumors that Meek and Nicki Minaj were engaged. Before I finish their timeline of dating, I didn't really pay attention to the Meek and Nicki Minaj dating thing. I don't know where I was, but I wasn't here paying attention to it. So sometimes when people bring up that they were together, I'll be like, oh yeah, they were together forever. It's Linda and Heather, best friends. Also around this time, Meek Mill just got out of prison. He had a good run as far as like his singles and his albums. They were doing extremely well. He got like #1 hip hop albums and rap albums, got nominated for Grammys, I believe. He was just doing extremely well, and I believe it was because of his relationship with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a high power woman. She's rich, she's famous, she has her own fan base, she can rap, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. So a lot of mofos, he was really like, I want to say, feeding off of the Nicki Minaj like popularity as well. Like, and Nicki Minaj, I don't think she was in her prime around that time, but she was definitely at the top. Like, her prime was a few years prior, I want to say, but she was definitely like at the top of her game around that time. What also helped out too as well was his beef with Drake that I kind of don't acknowledge either, but that's another thing as well. That beef with Drake. Nicki Minaj was very quiet around that time. I guess she decided to stay neutral. She was Sweden. But I don't know why she was so quiet around that time, because her bestie, Drake, alleged lover as well, and her current lover, Meekalus Milius, or Meek, were beefing. And she was like, silent. But that's okay. I would be silent too. Just playing. Would I? If you don't know who Drake is, he's a Canadian rapper, singer, songwriter, and her label name YMCMB, Cash Money Records, Young Money, Cash Money. Meek Mill's album Dreams Are Worth More Than Money, his second studio album that dropped in 2015, won an award for Best Rap Album for Billboard, and it went #1. And singles were doing well, very popular. Even shortly after, they shortly broke up after 2 years of being together in 2017. And I feel like the public perception of him went really negative around that time, even though his album Championships that dropped in 2018 went #1. So I want to say between those 2 years of Meek coming out of prison, hanging out with Jay-Z, beefing with Drake, actively with Nicki Minaj, on social media, with Nicki, living his best life, he was like, that was peak Meek Mill. He was everywhere. And I want to say, like I said, Nicki Minaj helped him do that. It helped his career a lot. And I want to say that's another reason why he's so popular still. Like, Meek Mill had popularity. He was very popular and stuff. But I think he reached more mainstream audience when he got with Nicki. He really did. And no one can tell me otherwise. That relationship helped Meek Mill's career so much. Nicki Minaj helped his career so much, more than it hurt him. Do you agree? Do you not agree? You let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next relationship, which is Jayda Wayda and Lil Baby. And they was together from 2016 to the present. Currently, not sure. We'll never know. Jada Cheese is Jayda Wayda is a social media influencer and entrepreneur and model from Savannah, Georgia. And Lil Baby is an American rapper from Atlanta, Georgia. So the timeline of them is that Lil Baby met Jada through his sister Amira before Jada moved to Atlanta, Georgia. He slid in Jada's DMs, and from there she moved to Atlanta, and they were quote unquote dating. But there was a lot of alleged cheating rumors around that time that started pretty early in the relationship. And this had a lot to do with Lil Baby. He has a prior baby mother. I think her name is Aisha. I don't know her IG handle, but I will put it in I'll put it in the text. Maybe show it a picture of her or something. But yeah, Lil Baby has 2 kids. And he was allegedly still messing with his baby mother while he was first starting to date Jada, which caused a lot of drama, a lot of strain in their relationship, but she held on. Jada be holding on to her man. Big purr. Couldn't be me. 2018, Jada was pregnant with Lil Baby's baby. And they had their first child together in 2019. They were doing well at the time when the baby was born and stuff. They were actively together and stuff. And Lil Baby was rising to mainstream fame. So Lil Baby was already popular in Atlanta. People already knew who he was. He already had some mixtapes and stuff out, but he was still hanging out in the streets. But I think when he started dating Jada is when he started getting more mainstream. People were like, there was relationship goals. I had never seen Jada ever in my life. She was popular before Lil Baby, but like, people used to post pictures of them, and I was like, who are these people? It was apparently Lil Baby and Jada. He had the song Drip Too Hard out, Yes Indeed, and his mixtape Perfect Timing took off in like 2017. You know, Lil Baby and Jada was already together in 2016. So from 2016 up until, I want to say like 2020, Lil Baby became more mainstream, doing songs with Drake, doing songs with Dirt. You know, you've seen it. We watched Lil Baby rise to fame. Like, him and Megan rose to fame at the same time. It was really cute. In 2020, they broke up and got back together, and then they broke up again. Lil Baby was like completely mainstream by that point. His relationship with Jada was also very mainstream, very popular as well. People were always constantly wondering they're together. They liked their little TikToks and stuff together, the pictures and all this stuff. They was super popular, and I want to say the reason why Lil Baby, yes, on his own, had his own career and stuff, but Jada really, that relationship with Jada, when you're with a pretty woman and people are invested in y'all relationship, your career is going to be popular. People love relationships. People love love. People love pretty people together. Now, I'm not saying Lil Baby is pretty. And there was two like brown skin, dark skin people as well that people were uplifting. I think that's another reason why they was very popular and mainstream at the time as well. So like I said, he was the it boy in rap. He still currently is the it boy in rap, but we're in 2020 right now. So he's an it boy in rap. He was finally becoming mainstream. He was following behind Lil Durk, which is somebody we're going to talk about, where his baby mother helps out his career as well. But the infidelities wouldn't stop between them. But Jada was still like staying with him and stuff. But there was like every week, Lil Baby was cheating. He cheating on, he doing this, he doing that. Whoop, you know what I mean? I believe it was in 2021, after 6 years and one child, and the constant rumors of infidelity, they finally ended their relationship. And if you remember around that time, I remember around that time. Even now, because Jada is currently on Impact Atlanta, which is a BET Plus show where they are, what are they doing on there? I guess just living life. So it's like Jayda Wayda, Des Dior, Jada's sister, Jazz, Ari, the big head Ari, Arrogant Tay, and like some of her friends and family. And I feel like that show being on, Lil Baby's talked about on that show because that's her baby father. And Jada and Lil Baby still work together now because Lil Baby executive produces that show along with Jada. It's just like a constant conversation, and I feel like it just keeps them in the tabloids, in the know, all that stuff. So, more of the story is, I think Jada helped with Lil Baby's career, with just the aesthetic, the popularity, being pretty, being in a relationship, you know, being in love. That's his baby mother. He let her, ooh-dee-whoop-whoop. I'm glad they're not together because it was kind of embarrassing seeing every week that he was cheating on her and paying for stuff, paying for the poon, you know what I mean? So yeah, you let me know in the comments below if you think Jada helped Lil Baby's career, or it was Young Thug, or just Lil Baby himself. But I think she had a good part in making him popular in that career, because he's still everywhere, but he was like very much everywhere, and people was clocking their relationship left and right. It was crazy. I was like, leave them mofos alone. The sparkles are cute. Next, we're gonna talk about, well, actually, I'm gonna make a part 2 because I feel like the other 2 couples I'm about to talk about is gonna be long as well. So please watch part 2. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this video on this channel. Check out my Spotify at imaniversus. Check out my music blog, coolinthegang.blog. All the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about this first part, and I'm gonna finish my makeup and do a second part. Bada boop, bop, bee, dee, 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 dee.
Standing, get it right. What I need for you is everlasting. Lovers at night, I might regret the day. keep on no more, especially when I'm sober. I won't